Well, how y'all are this afternoon? Uh, it's your buddy George Jones over here in the gun room, or what my wife likes to refer to as at junk hole down at the end of the hallway. Uh, Pretty nasty day today, pretty nasty weekend, not much going on. I don't even think I've been out of the house all weekend. Uh, Doing a little firearms maintenance and getting ready for reloading season and just doing stuff around the house that, I like to do. So I decided to make a little handgun safety and gun handling tip because I didn't have nothing else going on. It was too nasty of a night too nasty of a day to go out to the range. So I was thinking, and I have several firearms that meet this qualification. Uh, you see people do this all the time, and it's a bad thing. Uh, Charging a semi-automatic pistol. First of all, a lot of people have a lot of trouble with it because they just don't do it right. You see it all the time. They'll pull that slide back and then they'll ride that slide forward with their hand. And, in the case of a 1911, there's a moment when that ammunition is clear of the feed lip of the magazine and it's not anywhere near in battery yet. The correct way to charge a semi-automatic pistol, I keep saying this over and over and over, sometimes they listen, sometimes they don't. The correct way to do this is to take your middle knuckle of your index finger and your thumb and place them on these conveniently located sharp serrations on the rear of the slide. And that looks something like this. Okay? Point that guy in a safe direction, pull it straight back, let it go. Let it go. Let it go forward under its own power, and that gets your indexing correct. Allows it to go in battery, just like it was cycling when it was firing. Okay? Now, the other thing is, you see people do this a lot. They'll get up here and get a hold of those serrations with their thumb, index finger, fingertips, the palm of their hand, and everything, and charge that weapon like this. Okay? Don't do that. The times that you're liable to have an accidental discharge are when you're loading, unloading, holstering, drawing, and cleaning. So if you get the handgun up there like this, get a hold of it like this, pull that guy back and let it go and have an AD, that guy standing over there beside you, he might be in trouble. Okay. So if you want to do it that way, get it over and point it in a safe direction, like if you happen to have a camera or something, point it at it. Reach up there, get a hold of it, pull that guy back, let it go. The gun should go slightly forward and your hand should come away. Like that. Okay. Another thing, never do this. You see how that could be a bad thing. If you had an accidental discharge and you were like this, you'd be in trouble, right? Pow. Pow. Okay? A lot of the firearms manufacturers aren't helping you. This is my EDC, my everyday carry, Honor Defense Honor Guard, the short one. Okay? It has very unique serrations back here. They're just kind of cool the way they're made. They also put them on the front. That baits you into getting a hold of it like this. Okay? Baits you into getting a hold of it like this. Maybe get a hold of it like this. Maybe get a hold of it like this. Okay? That's bad. You should never put your hand anywhere on a semi-automatic pistol forward of the breech area. If you do it now, you need to get out of the habit of it. Sooner or later, everybody's going to have an accidental discharge because gun owners are recruited from the human race and we're fallible. You can make a mistake, okay? Being extra careful helps. Sooner or later, you're going to make a mistake. Getting a hold of that gun like this, and charging it is a bad idea. Even getting a hold of it like this and charging it is a bad idea because you might get a hold of it like this in a hurry and then have an AD, and then you're in trouble, okay? SIG is not immune to this problem. This is the new 320. This is the law enforcement version of the current U.S. GI service pistol. And you notice it has serrations up here on the front. Baits you into get a hold of it like this. Now, I've already checked this guy 10 times. Okay. But that's where you're at. Okay. The manufacturers are baiting you. They don't mean to. Okay. They're not trying to mess you up. They're just trying to put a little bit more on the gun to make it look more tactical and more desirable. They're in the business of selling guns. I don't know why. It seems like to me they'd be giving them away. Especially SIGs, they're a really cool gun. It seems like they'd just be making them and giving them away. But they're not. They're trying to sell them. So, just because it's got those serrations up there, don't be reaching up there and grabbing a hold of it in the front. Reach up there and grab a hold of it back there in the back. Okay? Loading and unloading has a high potential for accidental discharge, for accident. You got to work that slide to get that thing loaded, and you got to work that slide to get that thing unloaded. Don't be putting your hand up there on the front of it. It could lead to bad results. I've known 3 different people over the years to shoot themselves trying to get that gun loaded or unloaded, and 2 of them were in the hand trying to get it loaded or unloaded. I had a lawyer. He's passed away now, so I can talk bad about him. I had a lawyer on retainer back in the day, pretty good friend of mine, back when CCDW first started and everybody was suing everybody. I got a lawyer on retainer. And he was a CCDW instructor. He went out to press check in 1911 and blew the end of his finger off, blew the end of his index finger off right at the second joint. Pretty good old boy, felt really bad for him, but he made a mistake. Okay. Another friend of mine shot himself in the palm of the hand with a .45 automatic. Well, he didn't shoot himself in the palm of the hand. He shot himself right like this, off the side in the meaty part, trying to get a 1911 charged up. Rode it forward, had it AD, and shot himself in the hand with a .45 automatic. I know another feller that shot the end of his finger off. I'm not going to go into all that. But my point is, you should never place your hand anywhere forward of the breech area of a semi-automatic pistol. Okay? Just don't do it. If you're in the habit of doing it now, if you're Magnum PI in that thing, okay, getting it up here like this, get out of that habit. Get out of that habit before you have to get out of that habit, because you ain't got enough fingers left to do it. Okay, that's my little, looks like, we've talked about that for 10 minutes, looks like. I'd say it's probably enough. All right, then, we'll see y'all. Turn that camera off. That's cinematography right there.